everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features the top-scoring pass offense in the NFL. The Chiefs are top 10 in passing TDs, and they'll go against the Chargers, who are very aware of what they'll be dealing with. With that, we're off to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. We welcome in our broadcasters, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the San Diego Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and Travis Kelce will be key.
What a tremendous weapon he is, especially in the red zone. Knows how to find the end zone when running his routes.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Throwing, Hundley. And Hill with it over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a 1st down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
A good explosive run there sets them up with a new set of downs, and every team wants to start their game with a really nice drive. 3 and out. No one wants to see that, and they were able to avoid it after that run.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground.
Come on, let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Here we go!
And they'll go on the ground. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And brought down there by a pair of Chargers on the stop. And we'll take a look quickly at the San Diego defense.
Jason Verrett may not have ideal size as a cornerback, but no one plays the ball better in the air than the guy I call Mighty Mouse.
10 yards still left on 2nd down.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Now Hundley. They complete it to Hill. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Come on, let's go! 4 down. Ohio! Flex round! Here we go!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Watch right! Flex round! Come on, let's go!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is third and short. Time running out here on the play clock. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Over the middle, open is Thomas. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And that is incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this is caught at the 8. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete right around the 8. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's no chaos back there. And receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on fourth down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. A really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. The All-Pro Justin Houston in on the tackle. And, Charles, here's the offensive lineup.
Melvin Gordon, the exciting young runner out of Wisconsin, well over 2,000 yards his last year with the Badgers. This is a guy who can catch it and run it.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now Gordon on first down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Dontari Poe in on the stop. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
Justin Houston is truly one of the elite pass rushers in the league. Knows how to get to the quarterback with a variety of moves.
Handoff. This is Gordon. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Allen's got it over the middle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
They're going to look to throw. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down. 5 yards to go. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there. And it's 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Hundley is going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Shift together here from the D-line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Chargers. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now. They've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, here we go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have tipped.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Chargers a first down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. One receiver left. That's Allen. Back to throw now on first down. Going underneath for Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that a defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's two guys coming through that gap.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Offense looks to punch it in, and he's in across the chalk. Touchdown, San Diego. It's the fullback as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. And it's 17-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is a really, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Allen's got it over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. D. Ford in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. One receiver left, that's Allen. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Here we go now.
Out of the gun now on third down. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards on the pickup there. Good enough for a Kansas City first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now San Diego getting set to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. Now back to throw. Going underneath for Gordon. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And all the way in. Touchdown, San Diego. Devin Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
On the return, it's Niall Davis. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it, they have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And brought down there by a pair of Chargers on the stop. Second down following the run.
Here we go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Come on, let's go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Let's go.
Now Hundley. Deep drop. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Third down and 3.
Feels right, feels right. I got him. Let's go.
Throwing Hundley. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down.
One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down, and they convert another one right here to move the chains.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
Here we go.
And they'll run it here. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Come on, let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He throws, and he hits the slant route to Thomas. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Here we go.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Allen's got it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
to throw now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they can hold him. DeAnthony Thomas, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Come on, let's go!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Caught here by Conley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Come on, let's go!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. A group effort there, a bunch of Charger defenders there to make the stop. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Hundley. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Let's go! 1, 9.
Throwing, Hundley. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Chiefs.
All right, zero rooting interest in it, but that one hurt.
Well, yeah, you're losing in the fourth quarter. A bad time for a fumble on a punt return.
They had an opportunity. All right, they were sensitive. They're down on the scoreboard, and now they just gave that one up.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a two tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the two tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see two tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
Back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. And tough starting field position here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They're going to look to throw. Going underneath for Gordon. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So there on that play, offensively, they were in the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Now back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And now here comes Kansas City. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Fresh set of downs here.
Here we go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Blue line it. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And they're going to speed things up here.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route.
And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will stop right around the 25. And now here comes Kansas City. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. And brought down there by a pair of Chargers on the stop. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
I see an extra DB on the field now for San Diego.
Yeah, indeed. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But that was pretty nice to watch if you like a defense's perspective, because they understood where the first down line was as much as the offensive guys did. Did not give up any more ground, and when the ball was thrown, reacted really well and swatted it away. One of the advantages of zone defense, you never take your eyes off the quarterback, and when he reacts, you do exactly the same and go get the ball.
Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. It's just...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Come on, let's go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. It's Hill, complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Now Hundley. And able to find Conley. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
And, you know, winning is good for all the obvious reasons. But if for nothing else,